Good evening. Welcome to Sissy's Craft Room. I'm Sissy. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Eastern Ontario, Canada. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit of a feedback. I'm going to just close that off. That seems to be better. I'm using the two cameras so you can see me. That's kind of what I'm trying to do, and of course see my hands at work. But welcome. I've always said I'm not the best with technology, so I'm working hard. Please give me feedback. Let me know what I need to do to help me make these better for you. But first off, this card was what I was working on today, and I thought maybe you would like it. It is a Z-fold card. I did get some inspiration, and I forget the name of the demonstrator I saw on YouTube that did it for this distressing of the paper, the very vanilla paper, but it opens up like this, and we've got the lovely hydrangea. This is the part, so there's a 3-part, we have a die that cuts these out. And so I've cut 2 of them out there, and then I've stacked. I just fussy cut some of the other petals out and stacked them up to create these 2 little flowers here. And then did this piece on the back. So, of course, it's from the... Oh, I used the masks, which were fun to use again. Got to wash them. But I used the Thankful Garden, so the stamps and dies. It's not set. And then the textured note dies to get the squares for the background. And I used elements of text to get some of that distressing. And if you can see, I even have some butterflies in there. So I distressed that, and I like that look. So let me know what you think. And I would like to do this card step by step with you. If you don't have... well, you would need the stamps, but I could send everything else to you as a kit to put it together to follow along. You would need the ink and the stamps, blending brushes, and I can send a list of stuff that you would want for that. So that's kind of my thought as to something I would like to offer. So drop a note in the comments to let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. I thought tonight we would do this Heirlooms Arrangement Kit. Sorry, I didn't realize that light was glaring right down like that. I apologize. Now that I finally look at the camera and see what's going on. All right, so this Heirloom Arrangements Kit, it came in my stash the other day. I haven't opened it yet because I thought I would open it with everybody here. So, lovely plastic. I can appreciate the plastic, but, you know, it's a lot. So the code for this is 165007. This is a kit. So I have before done, sorry, that garbage just landed right on the floor and not in the garbage can like it was supposed to. I've done paper pumpkin before. I think I have done one kit. I did a video of the free kit that I got for Celebration. But kits and paper pumpkin are very similar, but yet they're different. So with the paper pumpkin, like I've said before, that's a subscription that's going to come once a month. I don't have a clue what it's like before you do. We all get to open it at the same time, basically. But the kits... And you can buy refills for paper pumpkin if you're a subscriber, but you can't just say, oh, I like that paper pumpkin, I want to go buy one of them now. That's not the way that works. Kits, however, are something I can show you. You can order it. You could order as many as you want. You can do them. You can say, I really like that, and order more. As long as they're in stock, you can get them. And everything that you need is in here, just like paper pumpkin. So this one does have some stamps on it. Like you saw me take the plastic off, so I have yet to see this. We have some stamps here, and Usually the paper pumpkin, they give you a little bit of a background to show you what they are. Just see if this cardstock helps pick it up. But we have a butterfly, which is gorgeous. We have like a grid stamp, which is probably a background stamp. There's thankful and grateful. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you for you. And then I feel lucky to have you. These are sentiment stamps that is there. So that's awesome. There is, let me get rid of this box here if I can manage to get everything out. My hands have not been happy today, so especially this hand. It's kind of arguing with me at the moment, but let's get through this. Rheumatologist says keep on stamping, helps, it's therapy, so let's keep doing it. All right, I have my dimensionals. They came. I have some tear and tape. And unlike the paper pumpkin, which you get your one block when you subscribe, you get a block with every kit for the kits. So because of a subscription, they're going to give you initially, and then they're going to say, okay, you've got that block. We don't need to keep sending it to you. But a kit, this might be the first you've ordered, or it might be the 100th you've ordered. So you can kind of stock up on blocks, which, you know, is a good way to get started. You've got your ink, you've got some stamps, you've got a block, you get some adhesive, like really, it's great. And I showed on my Facebook page there last week, I was working away and I came back from teaching all day and I just wanted to just kind of mellow out a little bit and not think about what I had to go back and do the next day. So I had a couple paper pumpkin kits I did, and I just sat there and finished them, watched TV, and it was kind of a good way to unwind after the day. So I have the tear and tape here, and then everything else comes with it. Very similar to the paper pumpkin. It didn't come nicely wrapped in tissue paper, but so here's our instructions. Oh, here. Oh, maybe this is that's what I was looking for. So this is the stamps here. So this was the English one. They have 3 different language. So these are our stamps right there. So that helps you see what they are. I like it that they do that. And I'll probably just stick them in this bag with the block so they stay together. That's kind of my idea. All right, so for the instructions, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So this is not making like 3 of one design and we get 3 different designs to get 9. Instead, it is giving us 8 cards, very unique cards. Instructions, our guide. They are not the be all and end all. If you open this up and you're like, man, I am so inspired to do all sorts of things, then go for it. Do whatever you want. All right, so we have envelopes here, and there's that distressing, right? Like I was showing on the card I just did. I really do like that. I like that old charm. This is very similar to that stamp that I was saying that was there. So we've got some quite unique envelopes. Nothing on the front, but we of course can fix that. So we have envelopes here, and then here's our card bases, and you have, so there's hashtag ones, 2 of them with like a pecan pie color to them. Here is 1, 2 that has like a very pinky undertone to it. And so that's 4. Some more here. Oh, see, again, the distressing. I like these ones. So blue distressed, and it almost looks very similar to those stamps that that I used. And then there's pink distressed. So there's our 8 card bases. 2 of each. Doesn't mean each card is going to be the same. So then we have all the ephemera or the punch outs. And there's some tags, sentiment pieces. Like, oh my goodness. Very, very old world charm. And I'd heard about these. I've seen other kits and heard these. This is vellum. This is printed vellum. And it is just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. This is just me through and through. I could totally do everything like Victorian. My husband just loves it when I'm doing that. The flowers, like that's just through and through. I think that's the era I was meant to be in. But I thought tonight, let's just go through a couple of these. I'm not going to make them all by any way, shape, or form, but this is another idea I have. So if you're local to me, Eastern Ontario, then I would love to be able to order these kits, have everybody come and get together and have a lovely craft night. Or we could do it virtually. So again, give me some feedback, guys. I know I've got some subscribers and I really, really appreciate that. I want that to grow because I really enjoy this. And honest to goodness, if there's a way I can make money doing something I love, that's what I need to do. I'm at that. I've said before, I've shared before, I'm at a phase in my life where the teaching that I do outside the house, I can't do it anymore. A little insight to that teaching. I teach first responders. I do medical training. So a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of CPR, a lot of that stuff that my poor arthritic hands and knees are not enjoying anymore. And I'm just unable to continue doing it to the level I need to. So it's time to say, let's change careers. And this is what I would like to do. So please, please share. I can do things virtually, so we could do some virtual. Sorry, I'm getting right down in the camera, but I'm trying to get out my actual, right here, not up here. I'm going to use my stamp pad instead of the Stampin' Spot. I like to save these because they're handy to throw in a bag instead of taking these. However, they make great little gifts or giveaways. So that's usually what I do. So I'm going to use this. Let's do card number 1, which, you know what, I'm not going to show you what it's supposed to look like because I think let's just do it and throw it together because I think it's going to be gorgeous. Excuse me. So the first step is actually doing the envelope. They are doing something to the back of it, which I will, but I think I might also do it to the front. I'm going to be wild and crazy here, guys. Just wild and crazy. It's been a day. If you follow the news and you live in Canada, it's been a day. Also been a day just with general life around the house. So I'm just kind of feeling like I seriously debated even coming on tonight, but I wanted to share. It's something I really enjoy doing. So it's my downtime. I'm turning everything else off and we're going to do this. Okay. I need to, just going to grab that scrap piece of paper. And I ended up doing some printing today or yesterday, and I just kept getting these stupid sheets that just had like 3 lines on them and nothing else. So they're going to make great sheets to kind of stamp off on. Right, I've used my Stampin' Scrub to get my ink pad or my stamp all scrubbed off. But like I say, always, at least I always do a trial run, especially with new ones. And then see how I've got this mucked up here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I've got ink on the block. I don't like that because, one, I could get it on myself, which happens, or my clothes, which happens. So I just keep a rag, whatever around to help take that off. And the thing about these stamps that are supposed to be stamps that give us a bit of a, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I just said it. It's gone. It's gone. It will, you doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm realizing though, this center here is not, there we go. I finally got it. I don't know why that's doing that. I'm going to give it another scrub. It's probably just some oils on there. That's why I'm always testing a new stamp. I can see where it's just a little bubbly under there, but that should make it pop out more than go down. So let's see if that's it. Distressed. That's the word I was looking for. Anybody else in their mid-50s and having hot flashes and going through this lovely change of life and you just realize your brain just shuts out on you? Okay, so I'm going to take my envelope. My instructions say down here, use this stamp. Go down. They kind of have it right in the corner. I'm going to angle it. Again, wild and crazy me. And I'm just going to kind of go down there. Now, see how I'm missing spots on that stamp? I'm starting to question if I have a stamp that's not 100%. Which, that leads me to say, if you do have a stamp or die or something that you get that does not work as it should and you're really struggling with it, let Stampin' Up! Know. They will be very good at helping you. This is obviously not stamping like it should, but it is a distress look that I'm wanting, so I'm fine with that. Just realized I'm kind of on a bit of an angle. I'll leave it. I'll look crooked tonight. Okay, so I've distressed that. I'm going to clean this off and put it back on this little plastic piece. When you get some stamp on, or some ink on them rather, they're a little bit easier to see too, which is nice. All right, so if I put a little more spray on that, a scrub, Stampin' Scrub, it will help. And, to wash them off is quite easy. When you get a Stampin' Scrub, if you were to get one, I do suggest that it is something that works quite well. It helps you keep your stamps in their best possible way. Okay, so we're just taking this lovely butterfly, which looks very similar to the one in the butterfly, what is it called here? Beautiful butterfly set. Actually, no, this one has more open wings, right? This is quite, it almost looks more like a moth, to be honest, this one, which is fine. I'm okay with that. All right. The other thing is it came with one thing of ink. If I wanted to, like maybe I wanted to do this with that pecan pie and the background with crumb cake or something like that, go for it. Be wild and crazy, right? I just went wild and crazy by doing the front and the back. Okay, so that's the envelope done with that. Put that to the side. Now I've got number 2, and it's showing me all of these pieces to punch out. It's also showing me the For You is what we want to stamp. So before I get rid of this ink, I'm going to just do that. I don't know if you noticed, but I put that down totally crooked. So like I say, it's good to just put it down, let it fall naturally, and then pick it up with your block. Because with the photopolymer, it is very easy to bend it, and sometimes that's exactly what you want. Other times it's not. So just be aware of that. There's been quite a few times I've bent them. So we have some narrower ones. I believe that's the one I want here because these, it's a small sentiment. So I'm going to put this on. Okay. Oh, do my test stamp. Sorry if you guys get sick of me doing that, but that's just me. That's what I do. Okay, so for you, make sure it's straight. I'm actually going to put it right here. I'll find it a little bit easier. The photopolymer I can see through, I can center it. So that works okay. Poppity pop. Don't, that's not, I just about used the other things for my scratch pad. I don't want to do that. Okay, that is done. Put that back. So I've got that. I'm going to put the ink to the side so I don't cause a problem. I don't need my scratch pad. And I can just tuck those over there with the ink because I have very limited space. Now, I'm going to pop that just up here. So I've got it. I see flowers. I see one of these big long pieces of vellum. I see the, what's 6 sides called? What's sort of a, I can't think of what it's called. It's not an octagon, because that's 8 sides. Can't think of what 6 sides is. Okay, let's just one at a time pick these out. That way I know I've got them. So this bouquet here, I think that's it. Oh my goodness. I cannot express to you how much this, how pretty this is. Like it just, such soft colors and so pretty. If somebody is into the junk journaling or something, I could see where this would be not for cards. And, you know, again, you don't have to use it just for cards, but I think it is just gorgeous. Okay, I won't say it anymore. I promise. Looking for that shape. There we go. And then we have a butterfly or moth, whatever we are looking at here. I do think they look more like moths, which, like I say, is completely okay. It's that one. Oh, wait a minute. There's even one more. Ooh, I thought I had them all, but I didn't. One more of this pink bookmark or pendant. I always like to just kind of rub my fingers on those punch-out spots so when I put them on, it doesn't look quite like I just punched it. All right, the blue with the distressing on it is the card for this one. I think I'm just going to tuck these away. Where did my box go? I had a box. I put it somewhere. Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. It's probably as far away as I possibly could, but I put it away. Okay, so now we have our card base. Some people will keep their cards flat, so they've got very, you know, perfect flatness to do your cards. I always like to fold mine, but when I do, I take my bone folder because see how it's popping up? I want that to be flat. So I really just want to break down those fibers there in that crease, and the nice smooth edge of the bone folder doesn't leave any marks there when I do that. All right. Now it's showing the tear and tape, which is really all we have here for this, for adhesive in this, right? We don't have glue. If you want to use glue, go for it. Well, we also have the dimensionals too, right? Well, look at that. I just tore 2 pieces off at once. I don't know how I managed that, but I did. Where can I put this so I don't waste it? So I'm going to put that there. That's the top. And I'll do the bottom. You know, one thing about doing these videos, and kind of talk to myself, and it's okay, right? Because I'm talking. You will eventually hear me. Hopefully, we get to the point where we can do live videos and you will respond to me. But right now, I'm kind of talking to myself, and that can be concerning to some people, but I tend to do it a lot. All right. This looks very similar front and back. I'm just trying to see where they've got the tape, and they've put it across here. I don't know about that, but I will follow the instructions. It even overlaps it a bit. I will follow the instructions. Okay, there's that. And this is just one down the center. I don't know if you can see me. I'm coming off the camera. And it's very crooked, but I'm hoping that doesn't matter because I started that and didn't continue it through. Okay, I'm just going to use an open sheet of dimensionals here that I've already got going. So you can see they're not quite a full sheet that you get, but they will be enough and probably a few extra. So that is always very helpful. And I like to put it all together or do all my stuff first when I'm following instructions, because then I can just do it. I don't have to stop and what's my next step sort of deal. I can just follow through. Okay, so we've got, and that's the way it's laid out too. Here's put all your adhesive on. And now step 3, we're going to do our foundational, our kind of background stuff. And that shows this center. I'm going to use my weeding tool here, but I could be using my tool. Right. So I guess if I put the card straight, it'll make it easier for me to get the hexagon. Is that it? A hexagon? That seems to be ringing a bell. I'm not gonna lay money on it though. Take your pick tool. That's the word I was thinking of before I started to go a little bit wackadoodle there. All right, again, try to keep everything straight. This is gonna go on here, just like that. Such soft colors, right? So pretty. And then we have, and especially because this is vellum, you're going to see any adhesive that they use. So you kind of want it buried behind something, but it is a big, long piece. And it's actually like it's almost the full length of the card. So we're going to just kind of have it. It's a bit of an angle. I can see where it's coming up at the top and coming off to the side there. And then this piece goes on like this, I do believe, kind of on an angle. It looks to be covering these little flowers here. And I think I want to try not to cover them if I don't have to. I'm going rogue, people. And part of the reason you want to use something sharp is it does make it easier to get the backing off those, the tape, but you don't want to bend it, right? So you can see there's the adhesive there. I can see that. And I even ran a bit off the side. So this will help with this one. And then I'm just going to stick that down there like that. Perfect. And then our butterfly or moth is going to go on an angle down here. Just like he's going after that flower. And then they have the For You kind of right center here. But I don't want to cover flowers any more than I have to. Pokey things there. Okay. I think I'm just going to put it right there. How's that look? Like it? Is that crooked? Maybe a little crooked. I don't want to bend it, but if I can pick it out. Okay. Awesome. I really like that. I think that is so pretty. So the inside, like we have, so For You, I appreciate your kindness. I feel lucky to have you, right? That would be a great sentiment to put inside. Or they could just be a note card where somebody could write their note, letter to a friend. And there we have it. We've got our lovely envelope as well to match. So a little bit of a pretty sentiment to let somebody know you're thinking about them. Let's do the second one, and then we'll call it a night, just so you can get a full appreciation of how unique and beautiful these are. So number 2, I'm not going to do the envelope. It's the same thing. So we'll just kind of skip that part. But I'll pull all these out again of the box that I so diligently tried to put them back in again. All right, we have the oval. All right, well, this one is one of it here. Okay, and this green, oh, we've got 2 here. Oh no, the other one's a regular one. This lovely greenery. I like this one too with the curved. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you are going to use all of them on a card. You won't have any left to use. I mean, you can use whatever, however you want. But sometimes there is extra left over. All right, there's that. And then there was just one pretty yellow flower. Don't see it there. Don't see it there. And then there's going to be this bigger one here. I'm going to find that yellow flower. We'll find it. We'll find it. Okay, that's my sentiment piece. Which card do I want? This one. Take that one here. Okay, so none of those are the flower I want. You'd think it would be on here, but it's just a single yellow flower. And it wasn't one of those. Oh, here it is. I see it. It's this one. And then we were using this butterfly. Okay, I will put these away. I can do them later. This would be, I really enjoy the paper pumpkin, and I've enjoyed other kits that I've got as well. I do have to admit though, like the first few I've got were like, okay, I get it, I see it. There's a need, and it's kind of what I expected. But man, oh man, they're just stepping it up by leaps and bounds. Like really impressed with the quality of the paper pumpkin, and very impressed by the quality and the uniqueness of this as well. But with the paper pumpkin or the other ones where you get 3 of the same kind, it kind of, I lose interest maybe after doing 2 of each. I'm like, yeah, okay, I got it now. And that's where I like to do alternatives, and it switches it up. But this set here, man, it's just, every one is different. And I really like that. I think adds to, it just adds to what I'm purchasing. I feel like I'm getting a good worthwhile product. All right. I need my scratch pad again here for this. And my ink. I almost want to use a different color ink on this one. I don't know what I've got that would work. This blends nice. I just thought another color might be nice. Okay. What did I do with the sentiment piece? I put it right there so I'd know where it was. And then I didn't see it. Okay, just a light tap of your ink is all you need. And I'm going to get my head down in the shot. I apologize, but I want to make sure it's straight. Hold it for a few seconds. Let it up. There we go. Oh, you know what would be good is some of that gold. I just have it here. Let me get some of this on here. My mind is racing now. I'm just going to leave that, a little bit of that out just to play around with the idea of it. Okay. Stamping is done. Because there really is just the sentiment that we're stamping. So not a lot to worry about. All right. Tear and tape both sides here, one on each of these bigger ones. So let's pull this out. So we have this and this. Did I not punch that other guy out? I thought I did. Okay. I thought I did. But you know, I have been wrong before, so let's double check. Yeah, I did. I did punch it out. It's not here. Maybe we won't be doing one. Did I drop it? My squeaky chair. Did it go on the back here of one of these? It wouldn't have been in there. It's not there. I see the spot where it was punched out. Just wondering if it's stuck to one of these other ones when I had it out. What about my scratch pad here that I had out? Is it on the back of that? No. Here. Well, ain't that kicking the teeth? I had it, and now I don't. Well, maybe we won't be putting this one together. So what I'm looking for is, just trying to find the one we're doing here, is this piece right here. I have this piece, I have this piece, but I don't have that piece. I say, it's not stamped out. It's not in my lap. I don't see it on the floor. And it was a very pretty piece too. that I will find, but I'm not sure where it went to right now. One more look in this box, and then I'm going to have to call it a loss here. All right. I'm just going to put these over here so I don't lose them. Okay, so there's that one. That. And I don't want to squiggle that. Those do. See, that's where it came out of. Right. There it is. Haha. I did need to go back through. Thank you for making me do that. Okay. And I apologize for it's just I'm tired. It's been a day. Okay. And let's read the instructions the right way up and the wrong way. Oh, man. I think I just need to go to bed. All right. Tear and tape on this. So we even have a hole here that I could feed some ribbon through. And I think I'm going to do that. I don't know how easy I could get that ribbon to feed through, though. It is very soft, this gold trim here. It's extremely soft. You think it would, I've seen demonstrators use it before I ordered it. I'm like, that doesn't look like it should be able to do what they're doing with it. But it does. It works. Okay, so those two are getting dimensionals. These ones are getting tear and tape. So that's tear and tape here. This is bending that way, and I'm getting some tear and tape across the bottom here. There we go. Okay, so it shows how these are layered on here. And of course, this is the first one to go down. So let's see if I could possibly get these to go through the end, because I think this just would look very, very pretty. Like, see how I can just get that really fine? You wouldn't think that would work that way. At least I didn't watching it. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you know what? I think that will be quite sweet. Okay, I'm just going to cut that there. I see where it went. It went right in my lap. And then I'm going to just put my elastic on there, put that away. So if I say, where did that go? I put it away. And I think I'm just going to knot this one knot. Just kind of thought I'd tie it, but I think this is a better option. And I should have left maybe just a little bit more, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's going to work. Just pull that down. And then I'm just going to trim that off. There. I think that just gives it a little bit extra something. Okay. So I'm going to put this on. And I'm not throwing those dimensionals out like I should be. And I don't think it matters what side of the card I use. But I am going, and I'm just going to trim that off when I'm done because it is a little bit too high. And then this comes down here, and that's, I wanted that up high so I can put this down further on it. And it's got to still stay on the card. And there are lines on things, but like the print on the card base isn't straight. So it's fairly straight, but no, just watch what you're doing. Okay, so then I'm going to position this here. I almost wanted to pop that up. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going rogue again. Okay. I just think it needs to be popped up. How many of you get these dimensional backings like all over the place? They are everywhere. But that just means that we're hard at work. There. I think that just looks better. And then just sure pop that in there. Okay, that's that. Now, when we go to put our flowers or leaves and that on, it might be a problem that I popped it up. No, it's not, because I'm going to just push this right here. Just like that. So it's actually going to stick on the popped up part. And then this flower, and it doesn't stick down, like it's loose here. This is the adhesive part here, but I'm going to use the flower to stick that down up there because that's where the adhesive is on it. And again, it's still on, I'm going to make sure it stays on the part that is popped up, so I'm not creating a problem there. I might just stick a little bit of glue here just to make sure that stays down. There. I don't want it caught and then tore off on something. Okay, now I need to put on my sentiment, which is gonna just go across there. It's saying dimensionals, so I will put dimensionals on it. But this is going to be a 1-dimensional and a 2-dimensional, like stacked too high, because I want to keep it level. I don't want my sentiment drooping. Right, because it's going to come off, so that one there needs to be double height. There we go. I guess I really didn't need to put glue on that petal there because, or that stem rather, because that, you know, the geniuses at Stampin' Up! Did think of that, and they made sure it would be covered. But I didn't look far enough ahead in my instructions to say, oh, that's taken care of. And then this little guy is just basically going to sit right there like that. And like I said, I'm just going to trim this down just a bit more so it's not totally hanging off. And I think it just gives it enough of a little, just something, right, to make it fancy. And we could even go as far as pulling out some of our gems. So I'm thinking these antiqued pearls, or what was the other ones that I just got? These ones here might be really sweet. Oh yeah, that's for sure. So the low profile dots. Man, guys, I'm really going rogue. Look at these. Were these not made for this card? So you take your pick tool, take one off there. Like, oh man, does that not just say gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Why is my, that guy does not want to come off there. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Okay, guys, this is it. I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna put it up here. And then there's 2 sizes here, so I'll do another smaller one, see if I can get it with the putty end. There we go. Sometimes it's so easy, and other times it's like this isn't working at all. There we go. I didn't want to really make it level. I don't think I did, but I put it right there. You know what? I'm not happy with that. Let's put her down here. There. Nope. Still not happy. Over here. There. So kind of make a triangle with them, right? But like, so we took it, we altered it a little bit. I put on some ribbon. I popped this up. We put on some embellishments. You could even have a strip of gold foil in the background there, which I might do for the next one. Like, this is your card. You don't have to follow it step by step. Go rogue. All right, have a good night, people. Please, please, please comment, like, share my page. I don't want to beg, but I do want comments because then I can give some feedback or get the feedback rather. And so certain things like the video, the sound, let me know. I've watched other demonstrators use this program, StreamYard, and they say it's easy, which it is easy to use. I'm not 100% sure, though, how it's coming out on your end. I've looked at it, and I think it's okay, but I do want some feedback on that. And the thoughts and ideas of what you'd like me to do. Anything to create. Easter's coming. I'm working on Easter cards and classes that you would like, whether virtual, in person, if you're close by to the Kingston area, then let me know. Anyway, take care. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day, because you'll probably be watching this tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Okay, bye.